We have 3 barbecue sandwiches.
For patrons at Larry Brown's barbecue restaurant in Columbia, South Carolina, politics is part of the menu. So do you hear your customers talk a lot about the upcoming primary?
You hear a little chatter every now and then of the election and, you know, some of the hilarious part on the Republican side.
There are some South Carolina African Americans who vote Republican. A few attended this rally in Columbia for Marco Rubio, but most vote for Democrats, making African Americans a powerful voting bloc here. In the last presidential election, more than half the votes in the South Carolina Democratic primary came from African Americans. That's why Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders are aiming their ad campaigns directly at black voters.
Generations of neglect. We have to face up to the hard truth of injustice and systemic racism.
Clinton is also counting on a reservoir of goodwill for her husband, the two-term president, sometimes jokingly referred to as the first black president. But old loyalties may not help Clinton among younger voters who are skeptical about all of the candidates' campaign promises.
I think they're just doing that because they want to win over the black voters.
Robert King, a college senior, is weighing his choices.
I'm kind of leaning more towards Bernie because I feel like he's done a lot to reach out to especially our generation and the younger community. I'm a big supporter of Hillary as well, so it's kind of like I'm stuck in between. I'm between a rock and a hard place.
It's a dilemma for even experienced voters who like what Sanders says but aren't sure he can deliver. State Senator Darrell Jackson, who is also a minister, understands Sanders' appeal on issues such as income inequality, a $15 minimum wage, and free tuition in public colleges.
And you would not find me criticizing Bernie Sanders because I think that message is long overdue. It's something that, quite honestly, I have talked and preached about for many years.
But State Senator Jackson says Clinton is the most qualified candidate.
The most important issue is that I think she is probably most ready to be president on day one.
Back at Mr. Brown's restaurant, political activist Bridget Tripp gave the bottom line from the Democrats' perspective.
And it's about strategy, and it's about keeping the White House. And right now, the Democrats have, with Senator Clinton, Secretary Clinton, we can keep the White House.
Still, Bernie Sanders' performance in New Hampshire has some people wondering whether, in fact, he has begun a movement similar to the one that Barack Obama started 8 years ago when he was able to defeat Hillary Clinton. The question is, can Bernie Sanders do the same thing here in South Carolina? African-American Democrats may help determine the answer. Randall Pinkston, Al Jazeera, Columbia, South Carolina.